President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the President-elect Bola Tinubu has already begun team building, with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, said to have been penciled down as his Chief of Staff, also believed to be in consider for some serious role in the coming administration, his former Commissioner for Finance, Wale Edun, and the Kebbi State Governor, Atiku Bagudu, among other familiar faces currently been identified for different roles. This is as renowned playwright and popular Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has warned Tinubu against failing to restructure the country, saying it was the only way out of the current national ordeal. However, in readiness for this administration's takeoff next month, it is gathered that Gbajabiamila has begun to discharge his duties as the Chief of Staff to Tinubu, having unofficially resumed with him in France with a view to working out processes and plans, including calendarizing his activities now. So joining us is Nicholas Felix, former presidential aspirant of the APC and Deputy National Youth Coordinator of APC Presidential Campaign Council. I want you to weigh in on, this picks. Gbajabiamila as Chief of Staff. We're hearing names being bandied around like Wale Edun. Probably he'll do a lot of work in finance. How would all of these picks help to resuscitate Nigeria's decaying economy as we speak?
Good morning to you and good morning to Nigerians. Thank you for having me this morning. First of all, let me, it has not been official yet, but I think Femi Gbajabiamila is a great guy for this position, considering his wealth of experience. And as Chief of Staff, you understand, to the President, there are two things that are important. You pick somebody that you trust, and you also pick somebody that is capable. You may have people that are capable, but as President, if you don't trust them, you can't pick them. So I believe, considering his relationship to Asiwaju, the President-elect, is a great pick. He's been in the House for over 20 years. He was a minority whip, minority leader, majority leader, and current Speaker of the House. So all this put together, I think Femi is a great guy for the position.
Well, let me ask you, what kind of cabinet? You've talked about, the position of the Chief of Staff. What kind of cabinet, in terms of outlook, in terms of composition, will you be recommending to the President-elect?
For me, with what I have known Asiwaju to be our President-elect, and which is something everybody knows throughout the campaign, nobody said anything about this. He's a man that knows how to pick talent. He's a man that believes in diversity. So I could picture his cabinet to be filled with young men and women, youth, talented people, capable people who are able to drive the economy. Well, this brings me to reminding me of what happened in Chatham House. When he went to Chatham House, you can see the way when questions were asked, he was able to call other of his people who went with him to be able to contribute. I never forget that experience because I thought this is going to be a great leader who, first of all, you trust the people that you pick and you're able to delegate responsibility to them. And I believe that is exactly what he's going to do. We're going to be looking at a very, very robust cabinet, talking about Christians, Muslims, women, old, young. I'm going to feel Asiwaju's cabinet. He's a man that knows how to pick talent. This is not just going to be a cabinet as usual. We're expecting to see something totally different. And Nigerians are expectant. I'm expectant. I believe as soon as Asiwaju is appointed or sworn in as president, things will begin to change. The bleeding will stop. So I'm expecting to see him pick great cabinet members.
I mean, this cabinet, when it's finally picked, will have the very first challenge before it, which will be the case of fuel subsidy. Let's navigate that. Let's talk about that. He says he's going to pull out subsidy. How quickly will he be able to pull out subsidy, you think?
I don't believe or I don't think he's going to be pulling out subsidy immediately. There are things he's going to have to look into, joining forces and picking minds from his cabinet members. But I'm not scared. Why? When Asiwaju took over Lagos as governor, even after the then president refused or withheld the federal allocation, look at what he was able to do. He was able to maneuver, get Lagos running, even without receiving money from the federal government. Yes, the economy right now is tough. Things are very tough in Nigeria. And that's why I'm glad that Nigerians picked a man that is this experienced, a man who understands what it means to run an economy. So I know as soon as he's sworn in as president, he's going to get working And for the fuel subsidy, I don't expect him to just pull out for the subsidy immediately. It's going to take time. And like I've always proposed, this fuel subsidy should be done in phases.